Hi guys, I'm Ben Owen. I work in cyber risk mitigation. I co-own a company called the Owen Group. Formerly I was in the British military and intelligence services, but now very much looking at digital footprints and how that can be used as leverage by the hackers against you. With cybersecurity, I wouldn't say at all that I was technically minded. My current interest in cybersecurity is very much looking at digital footprints and online intelligence gathering. We look at digital vulnerability assessments and really see what is out there about people, businesses and organisations that can be used against them by the bad guys. Yeah, my talk later on, I'm really interested to unpack three key areas. The first one is about digital footprints. The second area is about blackmail. And the third area is about the insider threat. The great thing about Beyond Cyber is the fact that we're talking about things that aren't really spoken about in the mainstream or mainstream debates. And one of the areas that I really think needs to be spoken about more is where the hack starts. We're very good at discussing the point of attack, phishing emails, what looks suspicious, what is a phishing email. We're great at looking at that. We're great at doing tabletop exercises in the event of a hack. But we rarely look at the provenance, the start of a hack. And that's really what I want to speak about today. I think I would love everyone to keep thinking about risk versus reward. Now, when I'm talking about that, it's about how much you put online. What is that providing you as a business or a person versus actually what information you're giving away to the bad guys? Because hacks always start reconnaissance. Hacks just don't happen out of thin air. It's about reconnaissance. So always thinking about risk versus reward. I think in 5 years' time, lots of people will be looking back at where we are now and perhaps thinking why we didn't consider societal changes. Society is changing, rightly or wrongly, whichever side of the fence you sit, but societal changes are happening. I think people are more inherent now to act as the bad guys than they were perhaps 5 years ago. I think the threat vector from societal changes is increasing. And that does really need to be looked at from government level and all across the industry, to be honest. So I think that's what we'll be looking at is societal change and perhaps the things we might or should have done 5 years ago. Lancaster University running events like Beyond Cyber is absolutely crucial. And one great thing about it is that we're talking about things that aren't normally spoken about already. Lancaster University, I've worked with these guys before. I really enjoy working with them. It's even given me a better breadth of perspective. But the one area I think is crucial is actually making it accessible. Lots of people are quite concerned and maybe scared about learning cybersecurity in whatever line, but they're making it more accessible to other people that perhaps wouldn't ordinarily think they're cut out for it. And that is absolutely crucial to bridge that gap that we've got at the moment with the cyber security experts in the field. Lancaster University are playing a pivotal role here. Not only are they making cybersecurity experience and education more accessible to the masses, which bridges the gap with a huge gap that we've got at the moment with experience, but also it's encouraging collaboration. I know working with Lancaster University last year, I've got so much more networks in the industry. I'm collaborating, we're sharing ideas. And one thing that I'll speak about today and I'll continue to speak about is the vital need for collaboration. If we all stick in our little bubbles, we're not going to learn from each other. Lancaster University is breaking the bubbles, communicating widely, and that's exactly what we need to get the good ideas out there and put the bad guys at bay.